Čauko, sme tu s tretím dielom Lost in Random. Aktuálne sa nachádzame v Dvojkove, kde majú všetci dve personality a už sa nám podarilo získať si kľúčik, máme Dajsiho a máme už otvorenú bránku. A môžeme ísť za duškom. Cellar Street. Crispy Twix? Akože drevko? Moc sa to nepredáva, no. Nedivím sa. Zupa juice. Daj. Áno, zadarmo. Nemáš? Jak mám vedieť, či mi chutí zupa juice, keď nechceš mi dať? Dobrý deň, pán rypak. Čo robíš s ponožkami? Aha, predávaš ponožky.
Get your pre-chewed food here, smooth and silky. Food's not nice unless it's been chewed twice.
Tento predáva predžuté jedlo.
Tired of mastication? Let me do the hard work for you.
Let me do the hard work for you. Nechaj ma ti to predžuť. Dobrý deň. True Pipkin. Je smutko. Prečo si smutko?
I need inspiration. I'd trade my Gubblegregor for a flash of genius. I'm through Pipkin, by the way. I am an artist, but not with paints or music. Art is the art of trading. And I want to push the art forward. Trading Gubblegregors is so routine. I want to trade something that hasn't been traded before. Say, you wouldn't be willing to trade for that costume your friend is wearing, are you?
Nedáme im, daj si ho.
I figured.
Sorry.
Probably wouldn't fit too many folks anyway. Plus, people have traded costumes before.
Tak.
If you ever have anything to trade, you'll come see me, right? Especially something unusual.
Možno áno, možno nie.
Maybe I'll offer you something amazing in exchange. Until then.
Dobre, tak zatiaľ. Aj sa, čau. Počkaj, tam mám peniažky. Royal Entanglement. Zachránte niekoho. 50% zľava? Na čo? Všetko máš dvakrát také, jak všetci, len... Čo máš? Čo máš? Nemáš nič, máš iba zľavy. Šralk? Kockový oblek. Ty sa chceš o niečom rozprávať, ja to z teba cítim. Fílujem to z teba. Predávaš jedlo.
Hi, I'm Harry Twofold.
Ty si ten?
I
Harry
love
Twofold?
the upside downtown. It's a whole second two-town.
Veľa ľuďom sa nepáči?
And they're all right.
It's a huge mistake.
Je to veľká chyba. Počkaj, myslel som si, že si ti páči.
Sorry, you must have been speaking to my other
Ešte tak.
half.
On sa prepal.
By which I mean, it rules.
Prepínaš sa celkom rýchlo, hej.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing. But one thing will always remain consistent. My love for the upside downtown. It's beautiful and
Ja
great.
tu mám aj...
I hate it. Worst idea we ever had.
Brilliant in both conception
Negatívna
and
energia a
execution.
pozitívna energia v jednom.
Disaster in waiting that will
Make everyone happy.
to die one day so that they can escape this horrible monster city.
And then go to heaven, which will be exactly like the new upside downtown.
To je super. Všetci sa budeme tešiť na to, že konečne zomreme a pôjdeme do neba. Nemôžeš znať niečo, čo je iba, že ok? Musí niečo byť
My
a dobre?
doctor said the same thing.
Doktor mi
That
povedal
getting
to.
so overwhelmed with the upside downs of this world all the time wasn't good for me. I called him an insensitive low roller.
Čiže vraj nemáš byť premotivovaný, no?
This time, I should listen.
Možno by si mal počúvať, no? Vy ste čo zač? Hi. Hello. Two of you, two town, right?
Indubitably. We're twins. We finish each other's sentences.
Čiže oni nemajú dve personality, oni sú dvaja. Za to, že sú ako mali?
Husbands. We
No oni si
multiply each
zdieľajú
other's... Wait,
Manžel?
You said we share each other's husbands.
Aha.
Yep, I don't. You've been kissing my husband? Oh my god! Two-timer! It's
Drama.
double fun!
Double fun.
Please excuse us. We need to talk about this.
Musíme sa porozprávať, hej. Sorry. Dobrý deň.
That's a spiffy nice costume, kid. My grandmother told me about him.
Čo ti povedal babička o kockách? Nepovíš ďalej. Hej. Ideme ho savenúť. Ahoj robotík. Dostaneš headu. Ty dostaneš to na solár. Taký bočný solár. Perkaj. Čo tu máme? Už tam vidím kladivko. No, koľko dáme? 2? Yes, môžem dešovať cez nich. Dáme si to, vyskúšame novú kartu. No, takže teraz, keď dešujem cez nich, tak by mali dostať damage. Počkaj, aha, dobre, neviem dešovať, kým som tam. Či musím, akože cez jeho útok dešovať? Aha, dobre, nice, jak popadali. Pačum. To je dosť dobré, ale ten dash. Jak dostávajú, fakt padajú hrozne. To je mega. Skončili ste. Práve ste skončili, lebo nastal čas, kedy si ja zapnem kladivko. A ide bonk. Je veľký bonk. Presne tak, zachránil som ti slaninu. Nemáš zač.
I'm looking to trade a weird-looking four-sided skull for a gobble-gregger.
Bor strannú kočku. Či čo to? Lepku? Asi kočku. Gobble-gregger? Čo je to?
You don't know what a gobble-gregger is? Forget it then, kid. But, you know, do come back if by any chance you happen to find one.
Dobre, tak sa vrátim, keď nájdem nejakého gobble-greggera. A mám 110 korún z toho. Čo je nice. Vy si zdieľate mužov, to s vami sa baví nebudem už. To je krásny dice kostým, hej. Presne tak.
Words for sale.
Pridávaš?
Who wants to buy a word? Here's one for free. Syzygy.
Syzygy? Čo je syzygy? Čo to je? Teraz si to musím vygoogliť. Pair of connected or corresponding things. Alebo z astronomy. A conjunction or opposition, especially of the moon with the sun. Syzygy. Čiže nejaké, akože zatmenie, alebo zosúladenie, hej. Zosúladenie môže byť syzygy. Potion? Ešte som nepoužil ani jeden potion, takže...
Wait a minute? I don't know you.
Ani ja teba. A rozprávam sa s tebou.
I don't give out my art willy-nilly.
Ne! Som dal exit. Keď dáme no thanks.
Well, what can I interest you in?
Snaží sa nájsť sestru.
Aha! I knew you weren't from around here.
Presne,
You must
presne.
feel lost.
It would be logical to give her a summary of the town that she finds herself in.
I
No.
was getting
Poď mi
to
vysvetliť
that.
mesto.
Jeez. It would be logical of me to give you a summary of the town you find yourself in. As you may have noticed, we're big into duality here.
Ste
Even though it has
dvojitovi.
its not
Dvojcovi.
unsubstantial downsides.
By the card makers, I'm speaking, Jored.
Jared a Jored. Is this normal?
Split personality, though ours is more unfortunate than most. Jared and I don't agree on very much these days.
Nesúhlasia so sebou. Je to všetko také dvojkovité?
Ah, a keen question
Vieš na
suggesting a
kveš?
logical
Kveščonka?
mind. Everyone in Two Town is split, but it's not always the same way.
Aha.
I am fated to always be battling my other half, but even on my worst days, I know that it's fair.
We battle it out and it's a great system.
Vždycky sa
As you
bijú o
can see,
všetko.
Jored and I are in conflict a lot.
Jared
We
a
want
Jored.
different things in business, in life, in love.
No.
In that some of us don't want love because it's an illogical distraction.
And some of us want to get mad kissy.
Jak to
Also, we
funguje?
are at loggerheads over
Oni
the
majú...
direction of our business.
Dobre, nebudem sa
But not
pýtať
for
na ich
long.
anatómiu
I am
radšej asi.
working on a potion to decide this once
Poď sa
and
sústrediť
for
na niečo
all.
iné. Čo za biznis máte?
The manufacture and sale of potions. It takes
What you want?
science and
Pahavičky
creativity,
robia.
which I have.
And fact and logic, which I have. Jared here does science by intuition. It's incredible.
By which I mean it's literally not credible. You know what? I have
Incredible.
had it
Not
with
credible.
your condescending and your precious logic.
Aha.
Emotional
Jeden je
and
logický a druhý
frankly
nie.
embarrassing
Jednoducho povedané.
response. Dare I say cringe-worthy? You two enjoy talking.
Jared the cringe. Celkom, hej.
La 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 la, can't hear you. La
La la la.
la, can't hear you.
Ah, we have a few moments of privacy. There is one thing. That potion I mentioned. I need ingredients to finish it. And I'm afraid time is of some matter because my partner is working on a similar potion. One that will lock me out for good. It's logical, therefore, that I finish my potion first. So, if you'd be so kind as to find what I need before that happens, I would appreciate it.
Aha, takže oni sú dvaja spolu a snažia sa predbehnúť tom, kto si urobí prvý potion, že zahodí tú svoju druhú polovičku, ktorú sa furt háda. Nie som si istý, či si
Even
ten
with these
vyberať
fingers in
medzi
my
vami.
ear, that sounded like a no. But perhaps it was a yes? It's logical for me to assume that it was a yes. Yes. Now then, I require 3 bloobs. Unremarkable
bloobs?
organisms distinguished by their loud
Remarkable
screams.
organisms.
Listen for their sounds and you'll find them. And don't worry about harvesting them for my experiments. My research indicates that it is actually quite ethical and logical for me to do this.
A nechcem ubližovať bloopom.
And don't worry about harvesting them for me. Think of them like little vegetables.
Oni sú
which, through
zeleninky?
their particular evolution, know how to scream.
Aha, oni sú
It's all
zeleninky,
very
ktoré
logical.
cez evolúciu
and there's a
schopne
mighty
kričať.
reward in it for you. In conclusion, what I've said is highly intriguing, and if I were you, I'd go find those bloobs promptly. Farewell, kind stranger.
He's gone, yeah?
Možno už odišiel, hej.
Perfect! Listen, before you go, that potion that we're working on, I need ingredients first to finish it. Because as soon as he gets control again, my partner is going to invent a potion to lock me out for good. There's no stopping him. It's logical. So,
Logical.
so kind
Slay.
as to find what I need before that happens, I'd be much obliged.
Bude šťastko z toho, hej. Ja nejsú vrah.
Oh,
Možno.
nobody's
Aj
going
keď
to
zabíjam
die.
roboty.
It'll be
Ale sú to
fine.
roboty, takže...
But I trust you and
To je asi
you
jedno.
need to decide now. Get the bloobs, only give them to me instead of him. Got it? Oh, and there's a reward in it for you. I know, it's so intriguing.
Áňo.
If
Tem
I were
rejvar.
you,
Tem.
I'd go find those ingredients to discover what it is.
Dobre, pôjdeme pohľadať bloopov. Kde si bloop? Ahoj, predavačko. Menidex. Čo tu máme? Menidex. Crystal Course. Zoberieme ešte niečo zaujímavé. D20 si kúpime? Cheat alebo hazard? Hazard, tam je tá bomba. Oh yes. 3 bomby. Ale nemáme peniaze. Ahoj.
Lo, did the number 2 come to random, and lo, it was good. Oh dear, do I ever shut up? And lo, did the number 2 inspire all
Asi ne.
to raise the queen?
Čo to toto?
Behold,
Á, duško mi zdrhol.
Town. Alas, the door was sealed shut.
O, tam sú stromy, čo vyzerajú akože
But
rozpolený
even his
mozog pred
friend
tými
was
dverami.
1 dot short. He could only roll a 1 and a 2, and even would have to find a way to upgrade him.
Iba mi dotka.
Strange. What's up with these little guys?
Som čakal, že ich
I
vysypem.
wonder if they could fix you.
Fixneme ťa. Daj si, ukážeme to. Toto. No, on tam má v sebe kartičku, tá ona. Board Game Arena.
Roll your dice and defeat all enemies. It's that simple.
No, ok. Takže som tu stuck.
Oh my god, stop bro, I'm stuck!
Tu Giant Board Game a je to špeciálny encounter, kde musím vyhrať tým, že sa dostajem na koncu tej onej srandy, na end tile. Keď hodím kocku, tak sa posúvam o toľko. Keď vstúpim na špeciálne políčko, to urobí bubble, kde sú slowed. Chodia sem voľaké vtáky, čo majú peniaze. No poďte. Doberkaj to, daj si, potrebujem hammer time. Ideme na vás. Chlapci, idete dole. Že 1, aj. Dáme upgrade na 2. Crystal Curse, že dávam damage tým, že im ničím kryštáliky. Dúfam, že na nich aj budú teraz tie kryštáliky. Dicey efektuje, no. Presne jak bolo v deskripcii toho, jak sa hrá ten board game. Potrebujeme nás tundať, chlapci. Slow time. Piu, piu. Poďte. Haha, šla ho tomu druhému. Čo toto? Daj mi peňaz. Yes. Oj. Peňažkový vtáčik. Kde si? Kde si? Where are you? Ajajaj, jaký snajper. Nice, zomrel to. Čo to? Aha, ty si pištolníkos. Haha, je to posunulo. Slow time, máš smolu, kámo. Dostaneš bonk. Ich pomaly padá. Dobre. Šlehu dostal. Ten si ani neuvedomí, že zomrel v tom slow time. Fajtu. What? Ja som aj za seba buchol? Trošku som ničiteľ. Áno, pracujem na tom. No, chlapci. Dúfam, že sa stihnete počas toho, jak sa točím, objaviť. What? To vážne? Dobre, tak takto. Pin mu. Oj, pištolníka. Poď. Víťazství. Vyhrali sme. Čo dostanem? Aha, som zhodil figurku. No. OK. Otvorili sa nám vrátka. A Game Master. Keď tam je board game, tak sa posúvam o jedna viac. Okay. To je Hauko.
I believe we can be useful to each other.
Poznám ťa.
Nor I you.
Aha, my sa nepoznáme.
But the threads of fate weave strange fabrics indeed. You see, I've noticed that you have a dice with you.
Ale, ne. Woof, presne tak. Je to psík, je to Hauko.
Right, a good act, child.
You'll
need your wits to survive what's coming, I'd wager. So, let's say, hypothetically, you have a dice, which of course you don't, which means you, hypothetically, have experience in their identification and true nature. I've heard tell of a dice circulating Cellar Street. Of course, it's been so long since a true dice has been here. People don't entirely recognize it for what it is. And if these rumors
ľudia už nevedia, jak vyzerajú do kočenky. Aj keď tam chodí furt tá kráľovna z jej Supreme Dice-u. Asi za to, že ona máš náčkovú nevedia.
They treat it as something rare and unique, say a fossil, not knowing its true value, its true nature. I believe someone like yourself could trade for it, or at the very least, trade up to it. Hypothetically, of course, and if you did hypothetically succeed in possessing such a dice, well, I'd be interested, and I'd make it worth your while. Worth your while, indeed.
No to ma zaujíma, čo také dobré mi vieš dať. Jak nájdem druhú kočku?
I've heard stories around Cellar Street. There's all sorts of strange items for trade there. And if you can't find it directly, you could trade until you do. I've told you all I can.
Čiže mám ísť predávať, na to, aby sa dostal k kocke. Povedz to na rovinu, povedz, jak to je. Aha, že odporúčam mi predávať a kupovať slova.
Make yourself useful, child. Trade and trade until, before you know it, you've got your hands on one of those dangerous, awful, deadly diamonds.
Aha, on chce nejakú vražebnú kočku.
And then you give it to me.
Aha.
And I will.
Tak kebyže nájdem vražebnú kočku, tak snad si nechám sebe, nech mám dve, ne? Môžem rolovať viac damage potom.
Quiet down!
Odotump.
I'm old and I'm tired, and I demand you respect that. You
Ente
can't hear
starko.
that, can't you? That noise! Dang it. I'm trying to sleep, and that blabbed bloob is up on my roof
Bloop?
making a ruckus.
Tam je blúb. Ale čo môžeš urobiť s ním?
Lady, you'd do an old man's heart good if you could see your way to clearing those dang bloobs off my roof.
Mám ho
All I want to
očistiť
do
z jeho
is
strechy.
nap. I'm
Všetko,
old.
čo chce
More
ísť spať.
hours awake
Už je
than
starý.
anyone, and I deserve some moments of blessed unconsciousness. Quiet unconsciousness. You'll
byť
help me,
bezvedomý
won't
už.
you? I'll reward you or something.
Urobím všetko, čo
Thank
sa dá
you,
s tým
little
urobiť.
one. You've
Zistím,
made an old man's
vyzistím,
heart
čo
want
s
to
tým
fill with hope,
kričiaco,
which will
s tou kričiacou
happen as
zeleninou.
soon as this old man's ears are no longer filled with cotton to keep that darn noise down. Please don't dawdle now. I'm very old.
Chápem, si starko.
You
Tu
dang
cítim.
little blue critter.
Aj blub, blip, blub, 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 skrr. Rozprávaš sa so mňou? Blue, ok. Dobre, to sa nedá ani vysloviť. Idem ukončiť túto konverzáciu radšej. Dobre, a kde som ho dal? Hovovačku, či čo? Také okaté vajco z hubenku. Podľa jeho schopnosti si myslím, že je najviac useless. Jeho schopnosti je, že existuje a kričí. On je vlastne Pokémon.
Thank you, little one.
Thank you, little Juan. 100 € mi dal, nice. Dobrý deň. Dobre, máš
I got words for sale here.
predávaš slova. OK. Máš
My
niečo na predaj?
rarest word. That's a tall order. What do you have to offer in trade?
Čo ti môžem predať? Nejaký typek. Prečo sa číslo 6 bálo čísla 7? Dáme to. Prečo sa bálo 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Jaj! Dobre, pretože 7 si jedla devinu, akože.
7, 8, 9. Oh, 7, 8, 9. Ugh, keep that joke. I don't want it. What do you have to offer in trade?
Si dostala, to si nečakala. Počkej, ideme
Let's hear it.
na hnedé sticky. Brown and sticky, čo je? A stick?
That is worth only the most common word. Here
Aj,
you
ty
go.
Minko.
The. Enjoy. It's worthless and nobody will trade
Predala
for
si mi
it.
D
What do you have to offer in trade?
za to? Za taký mega joke? Čo máme
Let's
ešte
hear
za joke? Jak zlezeš zo slona? You don't, you get down from a duck.
Oh, down, like as in duck feathers. Ah,
To som
sorry.
nepochopil, že vôbec.
Not a fan of puns. No trade. What do you have to offer in
No trade.
trade?
Súhlasím. This dice, čo mi povieš na to?
I'm
Dice nesúhlasí.
afraid I don't
Sorry,
go
Dicey.
in for tangible items,
To
kid.
som
Too
sa trošku
flammable. Nice thing
utrhol
about
z reťaze.
words is you
Ona
can
chce iba
carry
slova.
them in your head and
Čo ty,
nobody
Minko?
can ever steal
Chceš
them.
ísť tuto?
Who wants
Nechce
to
ísť tuto.
buy a word? I got Cliniomania looking for a good home here.
No,
It
Cliniomania?
means
Nedostal,
wanting to
papa.
stay in bed. You
Dám ti
again.
slovo
What
teda.
have you got for me
Chceš
this
slovo,
time?
dám ti slovo.
I'm listening.
Keď sa planéty zoradia, tak to je CCG.
I like the amount of Y's in that word, but 3 or more planets. Oh, that's a hard sell here in Town. I think
Ale
that's
nie je to
a
iba o
pass
planetách.
from me.
To
What do
je
you
aj
have to
o
offer in
iných
trade?
veciach, keď sa zosúladia. Tak ti dám ešte
The
vzácnejšie
last
slovo.
one didn't do anything for me, but I'm listening.
Easy on the eye. Volá sa, že ISAM.
Isome? It sounds gross. Like you're putting something in your eye.
Sounds gross.
Gross. No thanks.
Nepáči
no
sa jej.
trade here. What do you have to offer in trade?
Tak ešte vzácnejšie ti dám.
Well, your
Fakt,
last one
najvzácnejšie
didn't do anything for me, but
slovo,
I'm
ktoré
listening.
mám v svojom repertoári, ti teraz dám a je to, že popisuje proces učenia seba samého sa. Je to, že adolescence, znamená to, že
How
enjoyment.
does a small girl like you know an adult word like that?
Začal som ho od Hermana.
Adolescence. Oh, learning it is a pleasure.
Adolescence. Hej, to hovoril, keď bol v tom, v tej lodi.
Sound, the mouth feel of adlu.
Ablu?
The
Čo?
rarity. Oh, this is a word I can
Adolescence.
definitely sell. Tell you what, I'll give
Čo
you
mi
a
dáš za to?
great word in exchange
Ďalšie slovo?
too. Oblectament.
Oblektament. Čo je oblektament?
Close. Oblectament. It means a source of delight.
Sort of
For
delight.
example, learning adolescence is an oblectament.
Že je to šťastkové pre teba. Také, že príjemný styl. Tak čau. Bol to oblaktement s tebou robiť predaje. Ahoj, Blooooop. Blooooop. Máme krásne počasie, myslím. Presne, jak hovoríš. Jak sa darí? Klasický Blooooop. Idem ťa zobrať. Blooooop. What's your name, little dude? Fakt sa tak voláš? Počul si niečo cool bloopovské? Dôležité, to si určite zapamätám. OK, poď tu. Čau, mám niečo na tradovanie. Mám pre teba slovo.
A word? Now that's interesting.
Presne.
I've never traded in words before.
Aha.
This could be a whole new marketplace. What's the word?
Oblectament.
That is a beautiful word.
Krásne.
I would like some oblectament, please. Yes.
Áno, nejaký
it is a good
oblectament.
word, and that means it has value. Anything with value I can trade. Oh, this is going to be great!
No, a čo teraz? Čo mi
Let me
dáš?
compensate you for that word by giving you a Gubblegregor in exchange.
Gubblegregor.
They're very futuristic.
Čo je Gubblegregor?
Imagine
Ano?
not knowing what a Gubblegregor is. Hilarious. You're all right, kid. Good sense of humor.
Všetci vedia, čo je
Here's the
Gubblegregor. OK.
Just be sure not to use it in full reverse. We all know what happens then.
Nemáme to dávať do reverzu. Jasné, vieme, čo to robí, presne. Gubblegregor. Vyzerá to jak granát. Určite to na seba nasakúva. Sakuje to, že? Ideme hore za tým, čo sme ho zachránili od robotkov.
Please, trade the Gubblegregor to me. I'm sure this skull I'm offering is invaluable. It must be.
Zobereme
It's
letku.
darned old.
Gubblegregor je nám na nič, takže nech sa páči.
Thank you. Here, have this fossilized skull.
Ďakujem za lepku.
Strangely four-sided. It must have come from some sort of
Dvorstranná
ancient
lepka.
extinct animal. Big Red dug it up a while back before. Forget it. It's not important. But this has got to be the rarest thing in all of Two Town.
Ďakujem.
Thanks, kid.
Najviac rare vec v celom dvojmesečku. D4. Daj si. Čo tam robíš? Daj si. Poď sem. Ňuňu. Poď tu. Poď sem. Dobre, však za to. Dobre, máme bloopov.
Brilliant. That's all I need.
Bloop.
Pass them over. Remember, you did say you'd give them to me.
Áno.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, just need to mix them together.
No.
And down the hatch.
Aha, on ich rozmixoval a vypil.
Okay. I feel strange. Oh, this is intense. Perfect. It's just me for the first time. It's just me. Thank you for this. Let me give you something in exchange.
Takže on sa zbavil Joreda? Či Joreda, či jak sa volal?
Distilled down to its purest essence.
Aha.
I hope it treats you well. You know
Takže
what?
dostanem Joreda.
But cards,
Joreda.
I think I'm actually going to miss him. It's so quiet without him in
Budem
my
mu
head.
chýbať.
I may actually miss him already.
Prosím?
He'd say that's only logical.
Poprosím pero.
Isn't that funny?
No neviem,
It's
či to
funny,
nejaké...
isn't it?
Natália z Bell. Vyvolám zvoneček, čo mi doplňa život. Tu bude behať. A môžem si upravovať môj deck. Môžeš mi opraviť kocku? Nejak.
You've got all the pips you need already in your glass jar, child. The only hard part
Mám
is
všetkých pipíkov.
attaching them. But I can't help you. A
Potrebujem pipikára.
piptician needs years of training in rhetoric alone, just so they can convince those slippery things to stay in place. And you wouldn't dare trust the life of your companion with an amateur. But I do have it on good authority that a pipnician does exist in the Upside Down Town. Name, if I'm not too mistaken, of Seymour.
Tak tu máš kocku.
Impossible.
Impossible?
Let me see that.
Nie je to impossible, budeš musieť vyplatiť ma.
Card makers themselves. This is a dice.
Áno.
Or rather,
Je to...
it was a dice.
A to není kocka? Niekto ju zabil?
If I had such power, child, I wouldn't be lurking here, talking to strangers. No, it wasn't me.
Aha, kráľovna ju zavraždila. Chudátko. Chudátkocka.
Almost. I want to say thank you, child. It's been so long since I've seen a dice, even one that's dead like this.
Dobre.
That alarms you, doesn't it? Yes,
Kocenky
dice
môžu
can
zomrieť.
die.
Ojojoj.
We found that out in the no dice war.
Počas nekockovej vojny sa o tom zistilo. Bola
It
dice war.
was a
No dice
catastrophe.
war. Katastrofa.
The
Dobre.
queen, child, decided that she should be the only one to wield a dice. And so she waged war on them, and on those who'd wield them. And she did not show mercy in victory. When she finds out there's still a dice, and still a wielder, well, she will be apoplectic. And she is not to be toyed with. What happened here, she'll do to you and your
Kvína
friends.
si povedala, že nechcem, aby ste ostatní mali kocky, iba ja budem mať kocku.
It's not a threat,
A
little
dokonca
one.
vyhrala.
It's an
Jedna ve všetci.
observation, gleaned from hard-earned experience.
No, bude najrváčka z toho, že ja mám kocku.
But don't worry, your secret is safe with me. As for this poor dice, I'm going to return it to where it belongs, to the sacred valley of the dice.
Dobre, ideš to tam vrátenka. Ja som tam bol tiež. Ja som tam bol.
I suspected as much.
Odtiaľ mám kocenku.
There are some of us
I see.
who remember the old ways, child. We must stay hidden.
This is the
and
way.
We must stay silent. But we exist.
Oni sú jak
The valley
Jedi.
is hidden far below Random and far
Existujeme,
from the Queen's
ale musíme sa
private
skrývať.
house. It's a crypt, a land of the dead, forbidden to all but a few will remember. I'd wager you don't fully know what you travel with.
Ale viem. To je Badum Didi Shu. Presne tak, daj si. With a good friend.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope you are.
Ale sme najlepší kamarátov. Daj si.
Random rules.
Random rules, aj tebe.
As she looked up, Even began to realize that Two Town's name was easily twice as literal as she'd suspected. They seemed to be constructing a second town.
Oh. I've had enough of this job. Oh,
Hápal nám tu. Nejaký bubík.
Huh? Oh, a dice? Where did you come from, little one?
Let him go. That's right.
Easy,
You
Awryn.
better
He
smarten
does
up and look where you're going, alright?
Well, you're very angry for someone so small.
I'm not small. You're a big clumsy giant who goes around sitting on my friends.
Again, I apologize. It was an accident.
Alright,
Sa môže stať
apologies.
každému, že padne na kocku.
Trying to find my sister. I've got to get through that big old door.
Name's Seymour.
Ah,
I haven't
Seymour.
seen your sister, though. The thing is, I don't see too much of anything these days, and not since the nanny confiscated most of my eyes. 2 of them for Two Town, she said.
Mhm. You have a nanny?
Not like that. Nanny Fortuna. Old lady, right hand of the queen. She is as mean as she is old. Anyway, once she gave my eyes to the mayor, they disappeared. I haven't heard any news about them since.
To je tá, čo mi ukradla sestru, hej?
Oh, it seems like we both have a reason not to like her.
Jasne.
The Civil War and freedom, you know, tried to desert it and got sentenced for treason. I wasn't doing any good there anyway.
Zázračný symbol,
I'm a
čo?
lover, not a fighter. But enough about that. What's up with this dice? I haven't seen a real one in years. I see you're missing a couple of pips, little one, if you're gonna go anywhere.
Prečo nemôžeme iba prejsť do 3 domov?
Aren't you? Door to 3 towns forever locked. Keeps the district separate by order of the queen. You'd need to roll a 3 to open it. And since nobody has a dice anymore, well, they stay closed.
Čiže dvere sú zamknuté, kým niekto nehodí 3. Ajajaj.
I could fix you, but...
But? Čo but?
But I can't.
Neviem.
Not unless I get my missing eyes.
Lebo nemá očka.
Oh, if only a brave dice wielder would find it in her heart of
keby náhodou
glory
nejaký
to begin a
hrdina sa
quest
tu
to
vyskytol.
find and return my
Pomohol mi
eyes.
získať moje očka naspäť. Nemôžem tam iba namalovať tí botenky na Diceyho?
Oh, that's a good one.
Listen,
even if things were that easy, do you think we'd all be here? Heck no! We'd all be in Sixtown, living the high life, relaxing by whatever it is that Sixtowners relax by. A pool of gold,
Ďalší, čo neví, čo
probably.
sa deje tam v
Sadly,
Česku.
it's not that
Iba, že
easy.
im tam je dobre.
Especially not since that nanny has given my eyes to that nightmare of a mayor. Find my eyes, and I can definitely help you. So,
Okay.
you'll help out old Seymour?
Hej,
Thank you,
pomôžeme
thank
Starkovému
you.
Seymoorovi.
Be careful with that two-faced mayor. Okay, if you need me, I'll be over at the town square, near the
Dobre,
door to
Seymour,
freedom.
maj sa, papa, budeš pred vchodom. OK, idem.
Even decided that she felt a kinship with this sad large
Kinship?
monster. He'd been
Máme
hurt
nejaké
by the same people who took her
spojitenstvo.
sister. She had the sense she was the only one who could help him. And she had the sense Seymour could end up helping her too.
Môžeme si napomôcť navzájom, hej. Už sme v nejakej šikmej učke.
Low down there.
Ahoj, ja som Awryn.
Well met, even.
Ja som
I'm the
Páročka.
mayor. Well, one of them at least.
At last, even had
Si jeden z
arrived the
majorov,
mayor of Two Towns,
starostov.
the administrator of this land, and the alleged thief of Seymour's eyes.
Aha, on není zlodej, však hovoril, že to tá Nani. Len ona mu ich dala potom.
What brings you to my office today, even?
Potrebujem oči. Či čo to? Sestru a
You're
oči.
trying to blind your mister with your swollen thighs?
Čo? Čo? Ja mám napuchlé tehna?
Mine a twister for some colon guys?
Aha, on je asi nahluchenko. Teraz na neho musím zakričať.
Why don't you take
Grind
the
your
elevator
čo?
and step into my office, even? It'll be easier to talk.
Jako? No pomeradšej staním hore, hej. Počkaj. I can hear you down there, dobre.
It's so beautiful, the upside down
Je to
town.
beautiful, Aňo?
A shining city in the sky.
Krásne mestečko, Aňo. Dobrý deň, pán kolega.
Yes, hello. Step into my office, such as it is. Don't mind the thing sticking out of my hat. He's... How best to explain this?
No mu ide z klobučka.
I had a lot on my mind about this
tam
upside
sa
down
zrazu
town
objavil
project.
peňažčovák.
It was starting to get out of hand, and then one day he was just there.
Aha,
Oh,
on ho mal v hlave a potom zrazu sa tam vyskytol.
We'd better keep our voices down, even
Sa mu
if we are to
vynarodil
keep
z
this
hlavy.
conversation away from his ears. I'm sure you noticed the changes here, even. Our personalities becoming personified now.
Dostávaj svoje tela?
That's what Royam is. He's growing out of my hat,
Royam
and I
mu leze z
don't
hlavy,
know
no.
how to stop him.
Aha, nevíš ho
I
zastaviť.
don't know how to fix this town, even. And I don't know why I'm telling you
taký
this.
rezačík tam má.
Oh, I suppose you just have a face one can trust. In any case, what brings you to the mayor today?
Prečo sa zase mám opýtať, čo ti
What's
rastie z
that,
hlavy,
little
keď ti ju povedal?
girl? You want to know how our first past the post
Royam
democratic
mu
system
rastie z hlavy.
works? Why, I'd be happy to explain it in tremendous detail beginning now. Okay, I
Ešte
think
to ja
that
zavím.
warded him off. That thing growing out of my hat has a name. Royam.
Je to Royam. Major naopak.
What? Oh, I never thought of that.
No,
Anyway, Royam is my opposite side. He's much more
Je opačku.
self-assured
Je
than I am.
sebavedomý. Sebaistý. Je si sebaistý.
I don't know if I can support them.
Čo takého robí? Niečo zle?
Well, for starters, he's wasting precious time and people on this upside-down project. Secondly, he's that dumb man as a hatter and he freaks me out personally. He's my opposite. But at the end of the day, that's the grand thing about Two Town, isn't it? Everyone's got the other half. It's just like breathing to us. Mostly like breathing.
Mám ešte dajaké otázky? Čo sa deje na konštrukcii?
Oh, that's the Queen's idea.
No,
She
vidíš,
wants us to
hovorí to
build
kráľovna,
a
ne
second
oný
Two Town.
Rojam.
Duality and all that. It'll be glorious, of course. Everything the Queen does is glorious.
Neznie nadšene.
It just seems to be that it's taking its time to get to that glory and, well, never mind. I'm speaking out of turn.
Maj chrbtovku.
Oh, the Queen always knows best.
Queen
It's
knows
like Nanny
best?
Fortuna says, the Queen rules by the grace of her black dice, and the black dice
nevie
never
najlepšie.
lies.
To by potom nerobila No Dice War. Have you seen my sister Odd?
No,
Hľadám ju.
I'm afraid not. You're the first tourist we've had in quite
sme
some
jediný
time.
turista.
Have you considered spending some time in currency down the wonderful Cellar Street?
Boli sme v Selling Street, peniaze ani nechceli, ale zarobili sme z toho.
As mayor, I expect that should make me happy. We've got a new slogan, you know, straight from Nanny Fortuna. It's Two Town, where the fun is doubled. So twice the fun. That's something to look forward to. I'm afraid not even. Despite my title, I'm in no position to help you.
Nechci mi fakt pomôcť. Čo? Čo ale?
Well, if you dared, you could
pomôžeš mi s Zárojanom do dole hlavného mesta. Dole hlavného.
Well, you need my help. This is all I can do. I suspect he knows more than he lets on. I'm lowering an elevator for you even.
Dobre.
It's your choice. And good luck.
Good luck. Aj mne. Dobre. Dovidenia. Ideme do opačkového mesta. Dvojkového. Oni majú spojené klobúky. Aha. Oh, Scarecrow.
Greetings, my name is Royal, and I'm in charge. You know I'm the boss because I'm so...
Big.
Big? That doesn't rhyme with charge. You're clearly new at this.
Aha, máš problém s
You're very
rimovaním.
rude to point out my struggle. As mayor, I've got lots of priorities to...
Juggle.
Stop interrupting me, I almost have it.
Stretol som sa s majorom.
You have met but an idiotic fool. I'm surprised he's not covered in his own...
Slinách a druh. To isté.
Look, you've broken my flow and made me stop rhyming. I'm busy with the construction of my masterpiece, my legacy, my gift to random of that wondrous second moon, and you're interrupting me?
Áno.
What do you want?
Svetový mier. Odkiaľ si došol?
My origins are as amazing as they are obscure. All you need to know is that I am a successful...
business person and mayor, entrepreneur.
Stop interrupting my poetry!
Daj mi jeho oči.
Why should I deal with you?
Lebo rimujem
I am
lepšie
the
šty.
designer, builder, overseer of the new Two Town. The better one. Much better than the one that idiot mayor oversees. You want your friend's eyes back, don't you?
To som ti teraz povedal. Daj mi ich.
Oh no, I don't give anything away for free. There's something you need to know.
Jasné.
Here's how this is going to go.
No way, on sa rimoval.
There, you see? My rhymes are getting better.
Ani ne.
I'm struggling with my poem about the moon, and I'd like to have it done real quickly. You know what? That gives me a thought. I'll give you the eyes, but you'll have to do...
Daj mi, že a lot.
Yes, that's it precisely. Just teach me how to rhyme in a nice manner.
Pekne rímovať, čiže nechce repovať.
Here's my offer, take it or leave. Bring me a perfect poem about the moon and I'll grant you Seymour's eyes.
Dobre,
Yes, that's
keď
the deal we
dojdem,
have
tak mi dáš
struck.
očka, že jo?
Go find rhymes
Dobre,
that I
idem
wish
hľadať
you.
rímy.
I'll think of it eventually.
Ne.
Get to it before I change my mind.
Dobre.
It's only
Poďme.
temporarily that our interests are parallel to each other.
Áno, krásne si to povedal. Čau.
Farewell, young stranger, and let me give you some advice well earned. Stay out of my way and you won't get cooked.
Dobre, burnt.
I was about to say that.
Neišiel si to povedať, ja som to povedal skôr.
It was a mad quest for an insane upside-down mayor, but it was all
Takže,
Ethan had to go on.
máme questík.
There was some particular propaganda
A
posters
tuto zabalíme dnešnú epizódku Lost in Random. Poradí treťu. Dúfam, že sa videjku páčilo, hoďte lajčík, hoďte komentík. Keď tak, dojdete pokecať na stream, sme na Twitchi celkom pravidelne. Dojdete pokecať fakt o hocičom, jaké jete langoše, či tam patrí kukurica či nie, alebo jakú pizzu máš rád. Hocičo riešime, komentujeme. Zatiaľ čaves, ideme sa do ďalšieho videjka.